I'm Mark. My company is SharpWorx, and this is a new product I developed. It's a knife sharpener. I call it a guided freehand sharpener because it allows you to sharpen essentially the method that someone that knows freehand would, but without much experience. So I'll go through the box, what's included, and then do a demonstration and do some sharpness tests. So here's the inside of the box. It comes with instructions. And then it comes with a 400 by 1000 grit stone with a silicone pad. And then here's the fixture. And I'll use a stone that I already have out that's soaking over here. So there's a large base that holds a stone. It has 5 traction pads. It's very stable, solidly constructed. For setup, you need to install the short rod into the rod hole. Put the shaft collar on. This is the pivot arm. And then for the knife I'm sharpening, I'm going to remove the small knife holder and then just have the regular knife holder on there. You install the long bar into the other hole on the pivoting feature. And then over here, I'm soaking the stone. It's been soaking for a couple minutes. So then it goes into the base. I'm going to do the 1000 grit side first because this knife's already pretty sharp. I don't intentionally dull my knives. It's just not a habit I do. Maybe I'll go buy one from Walmart, something cheap, but the knives I actually use, I just don't make a habit of dulling them for demonstrations. So there's a magnetic holder in here. It's a really very powerful magnet. It's supposed to hold 66 pounds if it's directly against metal, but there's a metal pad, so it's slightly less strong. But the knife sticks on there. It's pretty secure. You need to have the spine of the knife against this little lip on it just to hold it secure. And then you set it on the stone. And you make this horizontal, and then you're ready to go. So I usually put my hand on the handle, and then also at closer to the tip of the blade, and then just move it along in kind of a sweeping motion. You just cover the full length of the edge. So if I was going to start with a knife that was completely dull, you haven't been sharpening it, I would first start with the 400 grit, which is the other side, and you would do this motion on a single side until you had a burr. And a burr is just a little piece of metal that forms along the edge as you sharpen, and you can feel it by rubbing your thumb against it towards the edge, not into the edge. And at that point where you feel a burr along the whole length, then you can switch to the other side. All right, so this one's already fairly sharp, so I'm going to just do the finishing passes on it. For this, I typically just do 1 or 2 passes into the edge and keep it very light. So watch as I do this. I'll go forward and then lift up and then lift up. So now it's probably pretty sharp. We can do some sharpness tests on it. Let's do some really simple paper cutting test. And I've seen this test online. Saw it first with the YouTube channel Perfection, And I like it because it's a slightly more challenging test. And we'll see how we do on it. All right, so I think it would go through. My cutting board's a little uneven. I think that's why it didn't go all the way down, but went through pretty easily. So this is the sharpener. Go check it out on my website. I'll have a link below, and also in just the name of the video. But you know, it's just released, so please go check it out.